We have arrived.
The bishop's nephew lives here.
Yes, he rents a ground floor room.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
How do you do, madam? We should like to see one of your lodgers, Henry Hampford.
Well, he's away. And you must understand, I don't open my door to strangers, especially with all these prowlers about.
That is the reason for our visit.
You're the police.
No, Henry is a friend of ours. He expressed his concern to us about these intruders. We're here at his request.
I'm not surprised. Mr. Henry, while he might seem strange at first, is a thoughtful and kind man. You must have noticed how worried I've been. Why, just this morning some of my washing was stolen, and I'm sure it was those ones who took it.
It seems like the best place to start our investigation. May we step into your garden and then perhaps look into our friend's room?
I don't see anything wrong with your looking over the garden, but his room... You understand, he didn't warn me.
I understand.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Let's have a look in the garden.
Kensington Gardens. What a nice place. Nice to be have a bit of colour instead of the old dismal bloody Whitechapel. But yeah, into the gardens. There's a few things we need to pick up.
Indeed, there
Pegs.
appears to be some linen missing.
Well, a casual glance would say the linen's right there in the tree. How did it get up there? Is this here?
Tins of food tied to one another. The wire seems long enough. They look to me as though they're rudimentary traps used to indicate the presence of intruders.
Oh, what a jumble.
How would that be there? Good lordy, where are we? Shed. I'm trying to think of where to go.
There should be a spade.
Certain things you have to do to trigger certain things, and it's
A small pickaxe.
okay. Something here.
A rake. Why take it, Holmes?
Why not? You never know. You need a rake. It's this fence.
There's something interesting here.
I think we need to use the hoe.
Good, we can pass.
Nice. Oh.
The remains of a small meal. Someone has stayed here rather a long time. This newspaper is 4 days old. The bishop's nephew was being watched long before his uncle's murder.
We estimate that nearly half the population of London is threatened by a serious food crisis. At present, the most deprived areas are in a critical situation. The shortage that rages throughout the areas of the capital risks turning into a famine if the public authorities do not react.
It is just as I thought. Here's an ideal view of Henry's room.
It's a bit all too convenient, isn't it? There's a food famine and then this prince, where his face is going around giving out food. Yeah. There's no such thing as coincidences in a Sherlock Holmes game, is there?
Nothing of interest here.
I need to get these pants. Well, this is one of those things where it's like...
It is obviously the clothing stolen from the landlady.
Yes.
You must return it.
You can't really look up. So if you don't notice those clothes, no, you'll be running around picking up this and then goes to the cupboard and then you come down here, open this. You know, you do these things and then you come over here and you think, okay, spam space for a bit. Is this here? Can't go out there. But yeah, as you can see, me spamming space doesn't highlight anything. Because for some reason, they don't matter. That didn't trigger them. That was the gate over here.
Without a doubt, it is the linen belonging to Henry's landlady.
Obviously. But yeah. It's very selective when it comes to showing you what you can interact with. That's what I'm trying to get at. And because you can't fucking lock up anymore. Bloody game.
His clothing is torn. The man who stole it must have caught it on a tree when he stood upon the fence.
And at the moment when he jumped, he left this jacket in the tree.
He should have just been hanging there from the jacket. That would have been bloody hilarious.
This window overlooks the room belonging to the nephew of the Bishop of Knightsbridge. Closed.
Should be enough to trigger us talking to the woman again. Yes.
Is this the washing you were looking for?
Oh, yes, that's it. Where did you find it?
On the ground, doubtless blown there by the wind.
They didn't steal it, then. I'd have felt better knowing that those lurkers were nothing more than clothes thieves.
That is not the case, madam. This affair seems to be rather more serious than that. It appears that these intruders were spying on Henry. Now, please, let us see his room.
Gracious me, whatever next? Come in. Take the first door on the left. It's open. He never locks it.
Never?
No, never. Well, you know him. He doesn't do things like everyone else. He lives in a world of his own.
When did you see him last? Did he say anything to you?
Yesterday morning, he just muttered a few words. I can't always understand what he's saying. When he does talk, that is. I can ask him a question, but he just stares off somewhere. The floor, the ceiling, as if I wasn't there. At first I found it strange, but I've gotten used to it.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean. He's sometimes nervous too, isn't he?
Oh, yes. As soon as anything upsets him. Even when he's alone in his room, he gets cross. And then the next second he is standing stock still. He stares off into space and calms down again as fast as he became angry.
Like Henry is autistic. Oh.
He got his scarf out, but he forgot to take it. Someone emptied a bag here.
Some weird. Where's the, Get out of the way, Watson. Bloody Watson.
No hat, no coat.
Well, it kind of makes sense he's not here. He left with his coat, didn't he? But he didn't take his bag.
A violin. It is a lovely one, but where's its case? This rubbish bin was emptied, and then someone threw a torn piece of paper in it, and judging by the smell, there was also an onion.
Onion?
Let us put these torn pieces of paper on the table.
So there's some things you need to do. You clothes peg, matches.
This candle is still hot.
Yes.
It's been used recently.
During the day? Whatever for?
Young Henry is very suspicious. Oh, God.
Both sides of the paper are blank. All this for nothing, Holmes.
Perhaps not, Watson.
Wasn't too difficult. So the onion is for writing secret notes, isn't it? And you gotta find out what it's... So you... Left click, yeah. Stinging Street, Wharf, 327, South Bank.
The address of a dock on the Thames.
Stinging Street, 321. Oh, it was a 1. I thought that was a 7. Onion juice. So that's... There should be something here.
There's something interesting here. There is something interesting.
Knife?
There is something... Box. Let's see. He scratched the lock's cipher codes for himself. Watson, write them down for us.
There should be 4 of them. There's 1.
It is noted.
There's 2.
It is noted.
3. And 4.
I have noted down everything.
This lock is very complex. The young Henry is remarkably intelligent.
So this puzzle box itself is... The first one is easy. It's... You add the number before to get the next. So 2 + 1 is 3, 3 2s are 5, 5 3s are 8. So the first one is 8, right? Can I not go back? Are you fucking kidding me? And then the next one, the next 3 are complete random. The way you have to do the adding or the subtracting and such is like normally you'd read left to right or right to left, but this one it's I think it's up and down, and this should make 4, 2, and 3. So it's 4. Yeah, so this should make 9. 6, 2, and 1 is 9. 5, 3, and yeah. So 8's there. 9 should be this one, but it's not 9 because it's not the solution. It's the number that's missing. So it's 3. No, it's 1. Yeah, I had to count them with my fingers to get how many digits were 9. I originally thought it was left to right, so I thought it was 4, 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, and I was like 4 + 1 = 5, 5 ± 1 = 4, and I was going there. So like 2 6s. It was, I don't know. I thought it was divided and then times and stuff, but it's not. It's all like it's just so random. Like this one. Like if you go left to right, it's minus, but it's a specific sequence. So it's 21. Is it? It's -3, then -2, and then it goes down. So it goes in a spiral. So it's 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, and then 6 - 2 equals the next number. It's so odd. There's no way to indicate that that's the correct way to for the solution to be made. It's so odd. It's bloody annoying. Yeah, so it's 21 take 3 = 18. 18 take 2 = 16. 16 take 1 = 15. And then you repeat it. 15 take 3 is 12. 12 take 2 is 10. 10 take 1 is 9. 9 take 3 is 6. 6 take 2 is 4. So... Is that right? Oh god, maths. Yeah. And then the next one. Oh god, what's the last one? I remember getting stuck on the third one because it made no sense. But the last one is... Again, it's you can subtract 2. So 10, 2... It's 8, 8, 2, 6. And is it plus? 3 + 4 is 7. 7 + 4 is 11. So we got 3. So this one must be +2 then. 4 + 2 = 4. Is that right? Unless it's takeaway. I mean, I think I've done this wrong. Oh my god. I don't know if it's the... Yeah, when you spend so long on a puzzle, you have the option to skip, which is I find hilarious.
Empty. But according to the label, this box contained a Colt Patterson.
It is a powerful weapon, Holmes. And judging by the receipt, it was new.
My dear Watson, in the garden and in this room, pieces are missing that should never have left their places. What do you think?
So it was -1. So 4 - 1 = 3. 3 - 1 = 2. I don't understand how the solutions for them work. It's a cipher should be like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not thinking good enough, but yeah. It always throws me. The whole spiral thing was just nonsense. So things were missing were the gun, the shovel, and the violin case. Surely. Yeah.
Quick, Watson, there's not a moment to lose. Go and thank that charming lady while I try to recapture our new friend.
Recapture? What makes you think that he has run away?
I believe that our man suffers from behavioral problems. You must have seen or heard about those poor fellows who spend their time counting the gravel stones in the garden or moving objects from one place to another hundreds of times in one day. Well, the bishop's nephew suffers from a moderate form of this condition. Nothing would be more disturbing to him than to leave a personal space in such chaos, and yet this is what he has done with this room. For it to reach such a state of neglect can only indicate that he was in a most desperate situation.
And do you think that you can catch him?
Yes, the candle here is still warm, so he left only a few minutes before our arrival. But it is the missing violin case and the large pistol which concern me. We know that he is quick-tempered and volatile. It is never wise to leave a gun quite capable of killing a bull in the hands of someone like that.
Did he leave to go to the address which was written in the invisible ink, do you think?
Undoubtedly, Watson. And as for the missing spade, I can tell you that it will be used for digging. Are you ever going to stop delaying me with endless questions?
So, gentlemen, have you found anything?
We have learned enough to promise you that they will not return.
That makes me feel better. Thank you, gentlemen.
We are going to pay a visit to that mysterious address, Watson. But first, we must detour to Lambeth.
Lambeth? What are we going to do there?
Pick up an old friend. He will be a precious help in our locating Mr. Hampford.
Good. And who is this friend?
A friend who helped us in the case you so romantically titled The Sign of the Four.
Best part in the game's coming up. That's Toby. Best dog.
Here we are at the address that the nephew took such care to hide.
I wonder what it is that links this place with the bishop's murder.
The reason for the quarrel between the young man and his uncle is somewhere here in this industrial area. And that is what he has come to look for this evening.
It's an enormous area, and there are dozens of potential hiding places. How on earth are we going to find him?
The old dog Toby is the best sleuth hound in town. If the extraordinary Mr. Hampford is here, Toby will find him without any doubt.
But I've rarely seen such an old dog. Do you really trust his sense of smell, Holmes?
Absolutely. Besides, you are going to follow him. Take the bark and go around that disused factory. If the nephew wishes to run away, he can do so only through there. If you find him, hold on to him until I rejoin you.
Very well.
Get ready, Watson. Let the battle commence. Toby's sense of smell is legendary, but he needs to know what he is looking for. Search, Toby. Search. There's a good dog.